Okay, just had a quick break. Had to grab some food, so let's continue. So we've got the awesome badass music playing, so I'm guessing this is the end of the game, pretty much. And I am equipped for the final boss, assuming this is gonna lead to the final boss. One final battle with Alexia. At least I'm assuming. So I basically brought all of my best weapons except for the Magnum, because Claire has it, unfortunately. Nothing there, just a dead end. Is this the self-destruct thing? Okay. Yeah, I have it right here, don't I? So inside? Yeah. Nice, okay. How long do I get? Oh no. I don't know what that is. Does it say on the card? Nope, nothing. As in Veronica, maybe? Nice, okay. I haven't saved the game since I grabbed the jewels from the tiger head. But I'm hoping they give me a checkpoint. So we've got 5 minutes to do this. They normally give you more, or actually, I shouldn't say that. Because the first game does give me trouble with the countdown. I don't remember the second and third game ever giving me trouble with the countdown. But the first game does. I'm actually not too good at fighting the tyrants at the end of the first game.
You made it!
Here we go.
Come on, let's get out of here.
I knew it. What is that? Is that part of Alexia? What? Oh, is she inside it?
What are we gonna do?
Okay, turn the key clockwise simultaneously on 3.
Got it.
One, 2, 3.
Initiating energy injection. Warning. The safety bomb will not be released until charging is complete.
I'll keep her busy. Just go for the emergency elevator.
Chris, but...
I can take care of this. Just go.
You have to make it. Don't die on me.
I'm gonna have to play through both scenarios, I think. Oh, what? Who am I? Okay. Oh no. She may... I hope this doesn't hurt Claire. Oh wait, maybe I should use... Oh, I don't know. I'll use the shotgun. No! No way! Is that game over? I had a second to react. Where's the checkpoint if there is one? Okay, that's fine. Okay, second attempt. I'm not going to bother moving this time, I'm just going to shoot from the get-go. Hopefully auto-aim will save me here. I'm relying on auto-aim. Okay, good. What is it? Is it like the T-1000? It's like a dragonfly kind of. Well, I've got the ammo for this. And the healing items. Okay, I'm not sure if there's a certain spot I need to hit her in, so I'm just gonna shoot. Hope for the best. It's got little drones on the floor. It's my health. Fine. 12 shots left with this. Was that it? If this is anything like the other Resident Evils, this will kill it with one hit. Well, if this is anything like the first game. I know the rocket launcher in the second game did not kill William in one hit, or at least I don't think it did, if I remember right. Infinite ammo. Oh, okay, and it's first person. Whoa. My health is fine. Well, one shot, take it out, is that enough? I keep thinking the controls are inverted as well, but they're not. I think I do prefer inverted controls when it comes to aiming. I'm really sucking at this. Stay still. Oh, I got it. That was a good explosion. I like that. That was a good effect. Okay, now I just go run. Is this still gameplay? Or is that it? Wesker.
Move.
I forgot about Wesker.
Claire! No!
One final boss fight, maybe? I'm guessing Wesker gets away since he's in the 5th game. Or unless it's one of those things where he dies and then he comes back again.
Chris!
Well done, Chris. It turns out that Alexia's work wasn't much of anything. So now, the only thing left is revenge.
Let her go, Wesker! You don't want her.
Fine.
Claire!
Today's a good day. I came for Alexia, but killing you is even better.
Sorry to disappoint you, but Alexia is gone.
That's no longer a concern to me. I have Steve to work with.
What?
Steve.
In his body, there's still a living T. Alexia virus. Steve should be a good specimen. Maybe he'll come back alive just as I did, and be able to see your sister again.
You freak!
Don't you touch him!
I'm sorry, dear heart. But my men have already taken him.
You get out of here, Claire.
But what about...
As a surviving member of STARS, I have to finish.
Remember your promise.
I'll end this once and for all. Say hello to my comrades who you've killed.
I don't know where you get your confidence, Chris.
Is this entirely a cutscene? Are we playing as Claire now?
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately.
Sure, I'm not human anymore. But just look at the power I've gained.
Okay.
Magnificent. Don't you think?
Do we really not get the fighting? I was kind of hoping for a boss fight with him at least. Okay, I think this is it for real this time.
Nice try.
Wesker.
next time we meet, don't count on another.
Next time.
Until we meet again.
That's really disappointing. I was really hoping for a boss fight with him. It's a shame.
Chris, where are you?
So Resident Evil 5 is really the only time you actually get to fight Wesker. That's weird. Going through the Resident Evil games, I kind of viewed him as the big baddie of the series, but and I was thinking, oh, you must have a lot of crazy boss fights with him throughout the series. Apparently not. Apparently, you fighting him in 5 is the only time you fight him.
Chris!
That's convenient.
Hey, you know that I always keep my promises.
Chris, promise me. Please promise that you won't leave me alone again.
I'm sorry, Claire, but it's not over yet. There's still something we've got to do.
You mean...
Yeah, it's payback time. We've got to destroy Umbrella. Now, let's finish this once and for all.
Does it end like that? I think that's it. Alright. So it kind of just ends on a cliffhanger there. So this storyline isn't continued until the 5th game, I think, because obviously you play as Leon in the 4th one. And that's an entirely different virus strain in that one. The Las Plagas, I think it was. And they do mention Wesker in that game though. He's mentioned, but he doesn't appear in the 4th one. And then in the 5th one, he's the primary villain, once again, in the 5th one. So I guess this storyline, it kind of ends until the 5th game. Alright, yeah, so Code Veronica, going into this, I heard that this was kind of mediocre. It wasn't really... It's basically one of the lesser Resident Evil games, or at least that's what I heard before I played it. And honestly, I actually really liked it. Quite a bit, to the point where I think I liked it as much as the first 3 games, I think. I'm not sure if that's shocking to hear, because like I said, most people seem to say that this is just mediocre, it's okay. But honestly, I think I really liked this. Like, as much as the first 3 games, honestly. It definitely has the best story out of all of the Resident Evil games, to be honest. That includes the 4th and 5th one. I haven't played 0 or 6, and 7 isn't out yet at the time I'm recording this. And I haven't played any of the spin-offs either, like Revelations or Outbreak or Survivor 1 and 2. But yeah, this definitely had the best story out of all of them. So I played 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 at the time I'm recording this. And yeah, and Dead Aim. And this is easily the best story. I really liked Alfred as a villain, and Alexia. Both of it really over the top, but you know, that's the fun of Resident Evil. Just like Wesker. That's why everybody loves Wesker, because of how just overblown he is. That's the fun of the villains in these games. Because Resident Evil 2, it didn't really have... Well, it had William. A lot of people kind of hold William up as one of the classic villains in video games. I think he's kind of lame, to be honest, and I know a lot of people love the second game, and they seem to love William as well, but I thought William was just a really lame villain in the second game. Mr. X was a lot better. Mr. X was fine. I preferred Nemesis in 3, but Alfred and Alexia in this one I thought were great. The twist where you find out that Alfred was cross-dressing as Alexia, I was genuinely shocked by that. Obviously it's very Norman Bates, but still, I thought that was great. I liked, you know, the story, it was just a lot more interesting. There was a lot more stuff going on, a lot of twists and turns, like you find out Alexia is still alive, and Alfred dies like halfway through the game. Yeah, and also you had Wesker working against Alfred and Alexia, so you had 2 different factions working against each other. And you're kind of caught in the middle of the crossfire. I thought that was a lot of, that was really interesting. So yeah, I just really liked the story. Like, it's not Metal Gear standards of storytelling, but it's fun. It's fun. I was actually invested in the story, as opposed to the first 3 games where I didn't really care what was going on. It was just, alright, we gotta survive. That's really the story of the first 3 games. There's not really anything interesting going on. But this one had interesting villains. I liked the conflict. It was fun piecing together the backstory and the memos. Yeah, I really dug it. I did feel as if it was a bit too easy though, because especially towards the end there, I was literally drowning in healing items. It got to the point where I was just ignoring healing items. There were healing items lying about the place, and I was refusing to pick them up because I was running out of space all the time. And I had about 20 healing items back in the chest as well. So I do feel as if the game is a bit too easy. When the hunters were introduced, I was getting my ass kicked, so the difficulty definitely went up when the hunters came back, but they weren't back for very long. When it comes to resource management, it's basically what I'm saying. When it comes to resource management, the game is a cakewalk. You always have plenty of ammo and healing items. The only difficulty really came from the hunters, and they weren't even in the game for long. And some of the boss fights. The final boss fight, as you saw there, was really easy because I saved up all my best ammo for it. So Alexia died within about 20 seconds. That was a really anticlimactic boss fight. I guess that's because I saved up all of my best weapons specifically for the final boss fight though, so I guess that's why. The only challenging boss fights were Nosferatu and the Tyrant on the plane. Especially the Tyrant on the plane. I did die quite a lot of times on that moment, on that bit. It definitely felt like the longest game as well. I gotta admit as well, when I first started playing this game, I wasn't really feeling it for the first hour or 90 minutes of gameplay. I wasn't a fan of the prison setting. I thought that was kind of boring. But when the area opened up to the training facility, the airport, the mansion, and the palace, that's when I really started to get into the game. I really started to dig it at that point when I got the grips, when I started to grasp how big in scale the game was. That's when I really started to get into it. And especially when we got to the Arctic base, that was a surprise. I thought the game was about to end with the boss fight with the Tyrants, but then all of a sudden we ended up in the Arctic base. And then when I finished that area, it turns out I was only halfway through the game and I had to play as Chris. So that was a nice surprise. Yeah, that's Code Veronica. Not sure if I have anything else to say. I really liked it. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. Is there anything here? Just a picture of Claire and Chris. Should I press something? 10 hours, yeah. Definitely the longest Resident Evil game. I think that's fair to say. What's that, a boss mode? Can I check that out? What is this?
Resident Evil.
Third person, first person. I think it's some sort of horde mode, just survive for as long as possible against the enemies. I think I have a gun. Infinite ammo. This could be kind of entertaining. I'm not going to play for the whole thing right now, I just want to have a quick go. Okay, there's a lot of zombies, I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, I think I'm done now for real. So yeah, Code Veronica, I liked it way more than I thought I did. If you want me to rank the Resident Evils that I've played, I'm not sure. Like, I like the first one the most, I think. And then 2, 3 and Code Veronica, to me, are on the same level, to be honest. I'm not sure what order to put them in. Code Veronica, honestly, I think it's as good as the second and third game. It really surprised me. Like I said, I wasn't expecting to like it. Well, I was expecting to find it okay, because everyone was saying it was mediocre, one of the lesser games, but yeah, actually really dug it. So the next one I'm going to do is the GameCube remake, which I hear is the best game of the whole entire series. So I am really excited to play that. So that's Code Veronica, I'm done. See ya.